Good morning. Homecoming day. Millions displaced by hurricanes Katrina and Rita are heading back home to pick up the pieces of their shattered lives. Remnants of Rita, tornadoes spun off by the storm, roar across Alabama. And changing lives one house at a time. To help those left homeless, Rockefeller Center becomes Humanity Plaza today, Monday, September 26, 2005.
From NBC News, this is a special edition of Today with Katie Couric and Matt Lauer.
And welcome to this very special split edition of Today on this Monday morning, everybody. I'm Katie Couric. Rockefeller Plaza, as you can hear behind me with all the hammering, has been transformed into Humanity Plaza, which is quite the bustling scene. I need to get my hard hat and tool belt on. Meanwhile, Matt has made his way east to New Orleans, a city desperately trying to recapture its past glory. Hi, Matt. We miss you here. We need you here.
Hey, I'm going to get up there tomorrow, hopefully, Katie. Good to see you. I'm in Jackson Square in New Orleans. Of course, this is where President Bush made his address to the nation in the wake of Hurricane Katrina, promising to rebuild this city. Suffice it to say, it's been a really rough week rough 5 weeks for the people of New Orleans. But after surviving the 1-2 punch of Katrina and Rita, the people in the Big Easy are now finally beginning to look forward. Some are hoping to return to their homes, actually, as early as today. Slowly, power is being restored here. More and more neighborhoods are getting back on the feet, while the floodwaters are pumped out and debris is hauled away. But it is not going to be that easy for the people living along the Texas-Louisiana border. They're just starting to pick up the pieces after Rita blew through there over the weekend. In some areas, the damage is devastating. But incredibly, only 2 deaths have been reported. The Texas governor says it's a miracle that more people were not killed. Meanwhile, here in New Orleans, we're seeing what may be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to rebuild a major American city, and in the process to address some nagging issues like poverty and racial division. Then there's the physical problem of rebuilding a city that lies under sea level. We're going to look at those big pictures coming up this morning, Katie.
All right, Matt, and look what I've got here, Matt. Whoa, this is dangerous. Me with a power tool, a drill. I think that's what you call this. Anyway, we're going to be rolling up our sleeves here on the plaza and helping thousands of people all along the Gulf Coast, along with Habitat for Humanity and the Warner Music Group. We're going to help in the rebuilding process, one house at a time. We're going to be building the frames right here, at least 100 homes and hopefully many more. At least we're going to raise the money for many more. We're going to build them and then ship them to the Gulf. We've got volunteers here from Mississippi to California, and that's not all, Matt. This morning, we'll introduce you to a very hardworking mom from Louisiana who lost nearly everything as a result of Katrina. Now she's going to get the surprise of a lifetime, including a reunion with 2 of her children. And by the way, she can't hear us right now, so it truly will be a wonderful surprise. Plus, we've got 2 very special performances this morning to kick off our whole effort here out on Humanity Plaza. Josh Groban and Tracy Chapman. Matt?
Sounds like a lot's going on there, Katie. I look forward to seeing that. But let's start here in the city of New Orleans. The levees here took a body blow from Katrina and then were staggered again by Rita. But the people have an unbreakable spirit, and they're ready to make the Crescent City home once again. With Rita and Katrina behind them, residents of some New Orleans neighborhoods have begun returning home.
We felt safe about coming in.
Homeowners are being encouraged to return by Mayor Ray Nagin, who last week delayed plans to reopen the city as Rita took aim at the Gulf Coast. Now he's hoping more residents of the Algiers and West Bank neighborhoods will continue to arrive over the next few days.
It's my intention to re-energize the reentry plan that we had in place starting as early as Monday and maybe as late as Tuesday.
Once again, the man in charge of the federal disaster effort, Coast Guard Admiral Thad Allen, is less optimistic than the mayor.
Where the mayor needs some thoughtful approach to is the areas that have been reflooded and the areas that may remain uninhabitable for safety, health, and other reasons.
One of those areas, the city's 9th Ward, which was flooded by Rita's storm surge that breached a recently repaired levee at the Industrial Canal. National Guard helicopters scrambled to drop sandbags at the site. But some good news this morning. The Army Corps of Engineers believes the newly flooded area could be pumped dry within a week. Next up could be the reopening of the historic French Quarter. Officials had hoped to open it today, but that was before the second major storm of a half-completed hurricane season roared ashore. So that's the scene here in New Orleans, but right now we want to move about 230 miles to the west of here, where Rita hit very close to the Texas-Louisiana border. Weekend Today's Lester Holt is in Port Arthur, Texas, with more on the scene from there. Lester, good morning.
Matt, good morning to you. It's likely the owners of this home have not been back to see what is left of their home. That's because the mayor says it's far too early, far too much damage for folks to return, especially since many, himself included, no longer have homes.
He said it's 2 stories.
Mayor Oscar Ortiz still assessing the damage to his city.
See, that's come down some.
As if coping with all this isn't enough, early Sunday morning, just 24 hours after the eye of Hurricane Rita slammed into his town, the mayor is awakened to assess the damage to his own home.
It's about 2 o'clock in the morning. They were banging on the door, saying that the house had burnt down.
His house, which ironically has escaped major hurricane damage.
Oh, Lord. That's my niece's car. And that's what I'm thinking, that maybe that may overheated or something.
I'm with the mayor as he sees for the first time what is left of his house.
It's all gone.
It's all gone. I'm sure they'll declare the total.
How are you going to get your city back on its feet? Well, you're trying to get yourself back on your feet.
Well, of course, my priority is my people. That's what they elected me for. So the main thing right now is to try to get water, try to get electricity back, try to get all the necessities they're going to need when they come back here.
And you've got to push this in the back of your mind.
I got to push this back. Thank you much.
With a thank you to the firefighters who tried to save his home, Mayor Ortiz heads back to the Hurricane Command Center. Now, just one more newly homeless citizen of Port Arthur, Texas.
Mayor doesn't know what the cause of that fire was, whether it was related to the tornado. Meantime, he spent much of Sunday arranging for housing for 7,000 utility workers coming to get the power back on. At the same time, he was trying to arrange housing for himself. Matt, back to you.
All right, Lester, thank you very much. Lester Holt in Port Arthur, Texas this morning. It's now 7 after the hour. Let's head back to New York and Katie.
All right, Matt, thank you very much. So how did the federal government do when it came to hurricane response this time around? NBC's chief White House correspondent, David Gregory, is here with a report card of sorts. Hi, David. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Katie. Well, administration officials insist that the lessons from Hurricane Katrina have really been learned. If you look at Hurricane Rita now, people got out of the way, they say, and critical federal emergency aid was faster to arrive. Leading a stepped-up federal emergency response after the Katrina debacle, all weekend, President Bush hovered near the hurricane zone at a FEMA command post in Louisiana Sunday, appearing hands-on and speaking from the heart.
I know you've been through a lot, and I know the people of this state have been through a lot. We ask for God's blessings on them and their families.
At a military briefing in San Antonio, Mr. Bush was told search and rescue efforts during Katrina were, quote, a train wreck. The president said he will suggest to Congress that in the future the military may have to take the lead role.
But is there a natural disaster which of a certain size that would then enable the Defense Department to become the lead agency in coordinating and leading the response effort?
What made the response to Rita better? Speed. Residents in Rita's path got out of the way, but experts say the resulting Gulf Coast gridlock could have been alleviated.
Hindsight being 2020, efforts could have been made to pre-position fuel resources as well for the evacuees.
Preparation. Near Dallas and Houston alone, 14 pre-positioned FEMA teams to respond to hard-hit areas cut off from communication. Officials cited hundreds of rescues by federal teams, including the military, as well as the timely delivery of food, water, ice, and cots, supplies late in coming after Katrina.
So the pre-positioning of assets on the right side of the storm to be able to move in as quickly as possible is what helped us here.
Local officials, for instance, in Louisiana, praised the president for a smoother federal response to Hurricane Rita, and they also got the government ready for new requests of cash, which will come to help them rebuild. Katie, on top of the Katrina price tag, the federal role certainly continues to grow.
Wow. Meanwhile, David, when are you going to come up and do a little hammering?
I'm anxious to get up there. Seeing you with the power drill, I'm motivated.
Okay, thanks, David. And now let's go back to Matt, who is in New Orleans. Matt?
All right, Katie, thanks. U.S. Senator David Vitter represents Louisiana. On Sunday, he met with President Bush, and he's also seen the wrath of Katrina and now Rita firsthand. Senator Vitter, good morning. Nice to see you.
Good morning, Matt. Good to be with you.
Back in September, the president stood on the steps or in front of Jackson Square behind me and promised billions of dollars in federal aid to rebuild this area. According to the New York Times this morning, more than 80% of the $15 billion in contracts that have been signed by FEMA so far have been signed without bidding or with limited competition. Are you worried that we're beginning to see a management crisis or nightmare when it comes to the money that will be spent to rebuild this area?
Well, I am concerned about those issues, and I'm mostly concerned because if the American people lose confidence in this effort, Louisiana and the victims of the storm are going to suffer. So we have to have those protections in place. I believe that is in the process of changing. I've certainly talked to the president and many others about it, including urging that we have a strong federal leader on the Katrina reconstruction effort beyond the immediate short-term relief effort into medium and longer-term reconstruction.
Do you have someone in mind for that position, kind of a reconstruction czar? Is there someone you think the White House should be considering?
I do have a few folks in mind, and I'm passing those names along to the White House, but I really don't want to do that in a public discussion right now.
Are these people from the private sector?
Some private sector experience, some public sector experience. I think we need a strong leader, a lot of credibility, strong business and management skills.
You and Senator Mary Landrieu, a Democrat, have proposed a $250 billion hurricane recovery package. As part of that, you've requested $40 billion for the Army Corps of Engineers. Now, according to the Washington Post this morning, that is 10 times the annual budget of the Army Corps for the entire nation and 16 times what the Army Corps of Engineers says it will take to protect this city from a Category 5 hurricane. So how do you answer critics who say that you're adding some pork to this process?
Well, Matt, clearly what we thought was adequate for the city of New Orleans before proved completely inadequate. We need to upgrade those protections in a major way. I'm not even sure what was there was adequate for what it was designed for, which is a Category 3 storm. It clearly has to be upgraded to a Category 5 storm. In addition, we're not just talking about the city of New Orleans, but a lot of South Louisiana. If you look at Rita, there was massive coastal flooding all along the coast, so we need to look at many other areas. And finally, what goes hand in hand with this is the fight against coastal erosion. And that is a major, major piece of the puzzle, because for every mile of coastal buffer zone we lose, the storm surge comes up 1 or 2 feet.
We're seeing a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity here, Senator, to rebuild a major American city, and some are worried that it will boil down to a battle over politics. In an article in the LA Times, Ron Brownstein writes the following: for Republicans, the proposals include initiatives such as tax cuts for businesses, education aid that would follow students to private schools, and the relaxation of federal environmental regulations. For Democrats, the priorities include expanded housing assistance for the needy, more generous income support for the working poor, and new efforts to promote renewable energy and mass transit. Is this really going to boil down to political ideology when it comes to rebuilding this city?
Well, I hope not, Matt, because we can't afford that. When I returned from the stricken area after Katrina, on my first speech on the Senate floor, what I said is I had seen some horrible, horrible sights, and I had smelled sweltering stench. But what turned my stomach most of all was some of the things I had heard out of Washington: raw, partisan politics. We absolutely need to get beyond that. We need to do what works for the victims, for the people.
Senator David Vitter. Senator, thanks for joining us this morning. I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Matt. Thank you.
And now let's head back to New York now for a check of the morning's top headlines from Ann Curry. She's at the news desk. Ann, good morning to you.
Hey, Matt. Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. Also in the news this morning today was left of Rita is bringing heavy rain from Pennsylvania to Maine. Take a look at this. Tornadoes spun by Rita Sunday in Alabama and Mississippi damaged several homes. At least 2 people were injured, and several buildings in Mississippi State University were also damaged by tornadoes. Well, today President Bush will be briefed on how the back-to-back hurricanes affected the nation nation's energy supply. At least 7 refineries in Texas and Louisiana are still without power today. But damage from Rita was not as bad as feared, and today oil prices fell below $62 a barrel in London. And some more good news. Gas prices are down 20 cents a gallon over the last 2 weeks to an average $2.81 a gallon for self-serve regular. Analysts say demand is down because with prices so high, people are driving less. Most public schools in Georgia are closed today and tomorrow to conserve fuel. The governor requested the move on Friday when Rita was bearing down on Gulf Coast refineries. Today, Vice President Dick Cheney is recuperating at home following surgery on both of his knees. NBC's Kelly O'Donnell's at the White House this morning with more on this story. Kelly, is it fair to say that the surgery this weekend went well?
Everyone says it does look good for the vice president. Good morning, Ann. He will be working from home today, according to his aides, recovering from 6 hours of surgery that occurred on Saturday. Mr. Cheney, who is 64 years old, was released from the hospital Sunday morning after doctors inserted stents into the arteries to open and reinforce the blood vessels. Mr. Cheney, as you know, has had a history of some health problems. He has suffered 4 heart attacks in the past, and he also has a pacemaker. But his aides say that he is doing well, and he's been briefed on the issues of the day, including the hurricanes, and they say he'll be back to work soon. Ann?
All right, NBC's Kelly O'Donnell this morning at the White House. Kelly, thank you. Another attack on police in Iraq today. A car bomb exploded in Baghdad, killing at least 10 people, including 7 police officers. 30 people were wounded. The explosion just as people were arriving for work. A strong magnitude 7.5 earthquake hit northern Peru during the night. One report says at least 4 people were killed. There is a tentative agreement today between Boeing and machinists. A strike by machinists has shut down production at Boeing for the past 3 weeks. And a St. Bernard puppy in Florida is said to be recovering well from surgery today after X-rays showed the dog somehow swallowed a 13-inch serrated knife. The vet who operated was amazed, and no one can seem to explain how or why the puppy did that. It is now 7:17. Let's go back outside. Katie and Al. Hey, looking good, you two.
Thank you, Ann. Well, especially Al. I saw him this morning. I hardly recognized him. He looked so manly.
Well, I do my level best.
Okay, if I knew more about this, I would get that joke even more. Well, I even got a tool belt. I've got my handy tape measure. I've got some nails.
You don't want to break a nail.
Most importantly, my powder and lip gloss.
There you go. You're the tool time girl.
Absolutely. So, how's the weather for our big project
well, you know,
here?
we've got a big storm system that is also remnants of Rita coming in. Take a look on the radar, and you can see stretching from New England all the way down into the mid-Atlantic states, some pretty heavy rain, and that's going to be moving into New York in the next couple of hours. Rainfall amounts, some areas picking up as much as 5 inches in western New York into western Pennsylvania. That rain moves in here a little bit later. They're probably going to have to suspend operations for a little while. Look for some rain in the southwest, beautiful in the Pacific Northwest, and sunshine back behind that front through the western Great Lakes. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods.
What a beautiful view from Sky 8 in the pre-sunrise hours. We're looking at clear skies over the city. Good morning. I'm Ron Peterson, filling in for Dave Selesky. Your forecast for today? Well, by day's end, we will see high temperatures in the mid-70s. Call it 76 degrees. 71 is average for this time of the year. And we'll be back closer to seasonal temperatures for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But look for increasing clouds for the weekend, cooler temperatures, and a likelihood of some rain showers by Friday night.
Today's weather. Katie, I'm told that they hope to finish this and have it loaded onto this flatbed truck by the time we finish the program today.
Seriously?
Yeah, really.
Well, everybody's working very hard, as you can see. Thanks so much, Al. Now we're going to go back to Biloxi, Mississippi, that was struck by Katrina nearly a month ago. NBC's Campbell Brown is there to see how the folks are faring. Hey, Campbell, good morning.
Good morning, Katie. I wish I could say, actually, that more had changed here. And in certain parts of the city, you do see some rebuilding. But we were in this neighborhood a little less than a month ago. Many of the houses here were completely wiped out, or else they look like the one behind me. And all of this has to be cleared away before the rebuilding can even begin.
Here's what it looked like the first time we arrived just after Katrina hit. Houses blown completely off their foundations. Massive casino barges swept hundreds of yards across dry land. People's lives shattered.
Try to be strong, man, because, you know, you break down and everybody around you starts to break down, but it's tough to see people like this.
Now, almost 4 weeks later, much of the town still a wasteland. What used to be Biloxi's most prized real estate along the water, gone. Today, addresses spray painted on trees mark where 100-year-old Southern mansions once stood. This apartment building has been turned into the Heartbreak Hotel, a temporary home for about 24 Biloxi residents.
Right now, we need help. Just from the insurance people to get, so we can get moving, but working again.
People we talked to here praised the work of the Red Cross and other relief agencies, but they're anxious to start rebuilding and say that insurance companies aren't giving them any answers.
And all you're getting is the same old runaround on the phone, in a meeting, we'll return your call, which you didn't.
In terms of jobs, this area is heavily dependent on the casino industry, which had employed about 14,000 people. When we were first here, many were worried the casinos would pull out.
Do people here hope they rebuild?
They depend on it. They need it to rebuild.
Some construction has already begun on the casino hotels, with one operator vowing to be back in business by Christmas.
They still have a long way to go, though. City officials estimate about 20% of the structures in Biloxi were damaged or destroyed, and they think it's going to cost them about $50 million just to get rid of all of this debris. Katie?
All right, Campbell Brown in Biloxi, Mississippi. Campbell, thanks so much. And coming up in our next half hour right here on Today, we're going to meet this woman and her fiance and son and find out how their lives were shattered by Katrina, and we're going to try to help, because we've got a couple of big surprises in store, a family reunion and lots more. But first, this is Today on NBC.
The John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette, the public did not know.
Nobody talks about this.
The details, the rumors, the truth.
You are breaking the code of silence.
Next, Oprah.
Today at 4 on News Channel 8.
When you die, will your family have enough money?
If it wasn't for life insurance, you probably would have been filing for bankruptcy.
Don't force your loved ones into financial crisis. How to choose life insurance and protect the people who depend on you. That's tomorrow on News Channel 8 at sunrise.
I know what anxiety feels like.
Butterflies in my stomach.
When I try to sleep, I can't turn my brain off.
I worry about everything.
It just never goes away.
These are often symptoms of anxiety. Summit Research Network is currently studying an investigational medication for anxiety. If you qualify for this investigational medication research study, you can participate at no charge. Isn't it a good time to get more information about those butterflies? Call Summit Research Network at 503-228-CARE.
If you haven't taken advantage of our employee pricing, it's time to zero in, because for the next 10 days, the deals will only get better during our countdown to zero. We're talking zero down, zero payments for 6 months, and zero reasons to wait, plus a combined cash allowance of up to $2,000 on top of employee pricing plus. And we've still got a great selection of 05s, like the Grand Cherokee, the Liberty, and the Wrangler. The deals are here. The clock is running. Countdown to zero ends September 30th.
When I get my carpets cleaned, I want to trust the person showing up. Sometimes other companies send subcontractors to do their carpet cleaning. Stanley Steamer uses only their own trained employees, people I can trust.
Why worry with subcontractors when you can call Stanley Steamer? Let the real professionals clean your carpets the right way. Call today about our $99 special.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer gets carpet cleaner.
And Katie, still to come, more on the housing crisis, how 2 major hurricanes in one season have created the biggest resettlement effort in our nation's history, Katie.
And Matt, more live from more live from Humanity Plaza, but first your local news.
I fight a war that never stops. I work in infectious diseases at GlaxoSmithKline. You know how hard it is to find a new drug? Think of it this way. One of these snowflakes will fight one kind of infection and be safe enough for people to take. A scientist here could work through 1 million compounds and find only one new drug. And then we start again, because bacteria develop resistance and new viruses appear. The war never stops.
GlaxoSmithKline. Today's medicines finance tomorrow's miracles.
Lots to do, no time to lose. 4 cans of soup are on the move. Campbell's, good to go. Possibilities. Soup at hands, an easy sip. Classic soups are old favorites. Campbell's, good to go. Possibilities.
If you're worried about gas prices going crazy, here's some important news. There's now one place where gas prices have hit an all-time low. Your Mitsubishi dealer. Introducing Gas Comes Standard. Right now, when you purchase or lease any new 2005 Mitsubishi, you get a year's worth of gas on us. So head over to your nearest Mitsubishi dealer and get even more thrills per gallon. Mitsubishi. Driven to thrill.
Okay, I'm Cupid. Here's the rules. My arrow hits, you fall in love. Oh, look, take heart instant oatmeal. What's not to love about advanced nutrition for your heart? How do you feel about blueberry? Yes! Take heart from Quaker. I need that arrow.
When you're 40-ish, you want intense defense against aging with new Revitalift Double Lifting from L'Oreal.
Revitalift lifts and retightens skin instantly. Moisturizers smooth wrinkles away.
For me, nothing revitalizes your skin better than Revitalift.
Revitalift Double Lifting from L'Oreal.
What's your name, boy?
Oliver Twist.
Critics are calling Oliver Twist another Roman Polanski masterpiece. A beautiful, soaring triumph.
Please, sir, I want some more.
Sir Ben Kingsley delivers an Oscar-worthy performance.
The police are searching for Fagin throughout the city and beyond.
You're famous, Fagin.
Oliver Twist unfolds so magnificently, audiences too will be asking for more. Oliver Twist, rated PG-13, now playing in New York and LA, opens everywhere Friday.
Let's get started now. This is me. This is me now after LA Weight Loss helped me lose 70 pounds. The first 10 days, I lost 7 pounds, and I thought, wow, I can do this. I've never been this small in my whole life. My husband likes to take me shopping for new clothes, and I love the attention. LA Weight Loss changed my life, and it can change yours. I will never go back to that. This Deanne is here to stay. Let's get started now.
To be connected to the center nearest you, call 1-800-975-TRIM.
News Channel 8 can also be seen on these local translators. This is a News Channel 8 update.
Good morning, everyone. It's 8:27. Our current temperature this morning, 52 degrees here in the Rose City. Here's what's making news. Gang activity may have led to a late-night stabbing in southeast Portland. Portland police say during a fight at the corner of Southeast 148th and Division about 10 p.m., someone stabbed two people. A worker at a nearby 7-Eleven says two men came into the store begging for help. Police do expect both of those men to be okay. Officers questioned about 6 people. We expect some more information today on a North Portland shooting that almost killed a teenager. Police say the 17-year-old victim is in grave condition. By the time officers arrived yesterday afternoon, they say everyone had scattered from the scene. It happened near the corner of Emerson and Height. A 2-alarm blaze kept fire crews busy overnight in southeast Portland. That fire broke out about 3 o'clock this morning. It quickly spread through the vacant apartment complex near 126th and Division. Investigators are now trying to figure out how that fire started. Let's check in with Michael Convery now. He has a look at the Monday commute.
All right, thanks, Brenda. We've been tracking things out here, and no accidents this morning, but some slow spots to be sure. Over on the Sunset Highway, again, here's the drive inbound as you move up towards Sylvan. Plenty of heavy traffic over the top, and then coming down the hill towards Vista Ridge Tunnel. Definitely stop and go. I-5 south out of Vancouver is slow from SR 500 all the way down through Delta Park. One area that's real good this morning is I-205 down in Clackamas County as you move from Oregon City up through West Lynn past the Viewpoint. Nice, easy pace. Ron Peterson's got the forecast.
Michael, thank you very much. Right now out at the airport, it's 51 degrees. We're looking for a high today, well above average for the normal temperature of 71 at 76. We'll be back to seasonal temperatures for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with a chance of showers toward the weekend.
Well, did you get them? Yeah. What do you think? They look great. How do they feel? They feel fine. How long do you have to wear them? Not long.
Hi, Megan.
Yeah.
Braces.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now is the time to give your child a beautiful, confident smile. Northwest Orthodontic Specialists offers no down payment options and low monthly payments. Call 1-800-4-BRACES to schedule a complimentary consultation.
Mattress World's made a special purchase.
Right now, get a Sealy Firm Plush or Pillow Top Queen Set for just $3.99.
That's right, a Sealy Firm Plush or Pillow Top Queen Set for just $3.99.
It's not too late to sleep like a baby. Mattress World.
It's Paulsville RV's Customer Appreciation Sale.
Save up to $25,000 on a Fleetwood Southwind 32 VS for only $624 a month.
This sale is for a limited time. Visit Paulsville RV and pay what you've been waiting to pay.
And we're back at 7:30 on a Monday morning, September 26, 2005, and you're looking at Rockefeller Plaza, which has now been transformed into Humanity Plaza in the heart of New York City. That's because today we're kicking off a project we're calling Make a Difference Today. In collaboration with Habitat for Humanity and Warner Music Group, we're going to build as many homes as we can right there on that plaza. Then we're going to load them on flatbed trucks and ship them down to the Gulf Coast states to people who have been left homeless by two major storms in this hurricane season. And welcome back to a special split edition of Today on a Monday morning. I'm Matt Lauer, coming to you from New Orleans, and you may be able to see that I've got some cruise ships in the distance, actually over this shoulder in the port of New Orleans behind me. Those aren't vacationers. Those are ships that have been brought in here to New Orleans to house municipal workers and recovery workers who are busy working on this city, trying to get it back on its feet. And as I can hear in my ear from the hammering sounds, there's a lot of rebuilding and building going on in New York as well, and that's where I joined Katie. Katie, good morning again.
Hey, Matt, good morning. Well, gosh, people are really working hard here. I feel like a bit of a slacker. We've got an incredible turnout so far this morning, and we should mention we also have sites up and working in Jackson, Mississippi and Los Angeles as well, and some special volunteers. The guys from Queer Eye for the Straight Guy are here for the most important makeover of all. There's Carson Kressley, and they promised me they'd do a special rendition of YMCA wearing their hard hats and perhaps even Indian headdresses later on. And we've got celebrities who are coming by all week long to lend a hand and a hammer. And coming up in this half hour, we're going to have the surprise of a lifetime for one family in desperate need. They're going to get one of the houses that are being built right here on the plaza, and we also have a very special reunion in store for them. So it should be a very, very heartwarming half hour. Meanwhile, Matt, I know you've had quite a weekend and you've logged a lot of miles since I last saw you on Thursday. How was the trip from Beaumont to New Orleans?
Well, you know, Katie, it's interesting. We were traveling along I-10, which is the major east-west corridor in the southern Gulf states. And I have to say, you talk about the differences between the reaction to Katrina and Rita. We saw it heading west out of Louisiana to Texas, one of the most incredible strings of trucks that we have ever seen. We're talking about tree service trucks, hundreds of them. Power crew trucks, hundreds of them. Trucks with generators, telephone poles, electric cable, telephone cable, trucks that carried lights, trucks that carried water, trucks that carried rescue boats. We saw hundreds and hundreds of RVs and mobile homes heading in that direction. Ambulances, I said. It was truly an inspiring sight. Clearly, the lessons after Katrina were learned, and the federal government in particular was trying to make a much greater difference in the days after Hurricane Rita. And when you drive from Galveston to Beaumont to Port Arthur to Lake Charles, Louisiana, and on here to New Orleans, you see the devastation everywhere. The need is huge. The president has called it one of the largest reconstruction efforts in our nation's history. New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina. Failed levees, flooded streets, desperate pleas for help. In St. Bernard Parish, rising water submerged entire neighborhoods, with only the roofs still showing on some homes. When the water receded, Steve and Allison Hartman had to break into their own home to survey the damage. Their newly remodeled kitchen in shambles, family photo albums waterlogged beyond recognition, little remains of the house they left behind.
And we took nothing with us, nothing. But it's awful. I never dreamed it would be this bad. Awful.
In Louisiana alone, the Red Cross estimates more than 200,000 homes have been destroyed. In the aftermath of Katrina, so much national attention has been focused here in New Orleans because when the levees breached, 80% of the city was underwater. In this neighborhood, the water was up to here, so all of these homes are total losses. But when it comes to housing and homes lost, the real punch from Katrina came 70 miles to the east of here along the Gulf of Mississippi. There, some 300,000 people were left with no place to live. In Gulfport, Mississippi, you only need to look at Julie Durham's face to know what happened to her home. All that's left behind is lumber and memories. Julie and her daughter are starting their lives over from scratch.
As long as your family's all right, material things can be replaced. And if I can say that standing in my house, anybody can have hope.
Across Mississippi, more than 240,000 homes have been destroyed or damaged beyond repair. Now, add the damages from Hurricane Rita to places like Port Arthur, Texas, and Lake Charles, Louisiana. And we're looking at the largest resettlement project ever attempted in this country. So the need is huge, and that's a good segue to take us back to Humanity Plaza and the building effort that's going on up there. Katie, back to you.
All right, Matt, thank you so much. Well, in response to the devastating loss of so many people from Hurricane Katrina and Hurricane Rita, this morning, as we've noted, we are launching a massive project called Make a Difference Today. Along with our partners, Habitat for Humanity International and Warner Music Group, Rockefeller Plaza has been transformed into Humanity Plaza, a round-the-clock construction site for building homes for families left homeless by these two hurricanes. Tishman Speyer, by the way, has graciously provided the space to make this massive undertaking possible. And we're all building something we're calling houses in a box. The frames are pre-built, then taken apart, and then they're placed in containers to be shipped to an area along the Gulf Coast. And when they get there, volunteers and builders then reassemble the frame and rebuild the homes. Habitat for Humanity homes, incidentally, are not charity. This is very important. Recipients pay a no-interest mortgage. They're also required to work on the construction of their own homes or others, so they have to give a little in sweat and time as well. Today, we'll follow the progress of all the homes that are being built out here and then transported to the families who need them so badly. And in addition to all of this, for all you animals lovers out there, there are other opportunities to help. You can adopt a dog or cat from animal shelters that were destroyed by the hurricane. And also, children can help by painting colorful murals for public schools that are reopening in New Orleans, or they can create a book plate for one of the 100 scholastic books donated to each new house, which is a great effort. Meanwhile, I'm now joined by businessman and songwriter Tim Blixith, who's played a big part in all of this, along with his wife, Idra. So nice to have you all.
Nice to be here.
So nice to see you both. Hey, we've been hearing a song called Heart of America in the background. It's hard for me to hear because of all the hammering that's being done back here, but it's a really special song. Tell me how it came about, Tim.
It came about at 3:09 a.m. in the morning when I woke up from fast sleep and the song was in my head. And I don't know where it came from, but it was there. And I called Eric Benet at 5 a.m. I said, wake up, you have to listen to this. And it started. And it came out of a dream, actually.
And there's a lot of other big names that are taking part in this effort with this song, right?
So when the song was done, I went back to Michael McDonald, who's a dear friend, and Winona Judd, and Eric Benet, and I said, you have to do this. And they had all the reasons not to do it, but they did it, and it turned out really to be a great part.
Meanwhile, Idra, it's so nice to have you here along with Tim, and maybe you'll put on your tool belt and do a little hammering with me. And you have a very special announcement, don't you, Tim?
You know, we do. We've been blessed in this country and in our lives to have more than our neighbors have sometimes. I think you have to give some back. So we would like to throw out an invitation today to everyone that we would like to donate the first $2 million to build these houses, and we invite others around the country to participate with us.
Well, that's incredibly generous, and I know so many people who are suffering are so grateful to you, and maybe it will inspire other people.
Well, the heart of America is out there.
Right, and maybe they will then
help too.
Join our efforts. Well, it's so nice to have you. We're going to be chatting with you all a little bit later on. Now get to work, you two.
Great, we're going to.
All right, now it's time for a check of the... Actually, Al is on the other side of the plaza, and he's got some special guests, I understand?
Yes, I am, Katie. We're down here past 50th, between 50th and 51st Street. And you've heard about raising the roof. Well, this house is going to be going actually to New Orleans. And we got some friends here from Citigroup, from Lowe's, from Ford. And what's the lawyer? What is it? Chadbourne. They're about to raise a wall. Let's put it on up. Because this thing, once they get this up, they'll be just about finished on this 3-bedroom house that they're building. Very nice. Nicely done. Okay, let's start. They're going to start hammering in here. In the meantime, that's nice. They're working on parts of this. Where are you guys from?
New York.
New York.
What are you guys, what company are you with?
Citigroup.
Citigroup, that's great. How long have you been hammering?
About 2 hours.
That's great. How does it make you feel?
Feels great.
All right, thanks. Nicely done. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods.
What a gorgeous view from Timberline Lodge. Skies are clear. It's going to be a beautiful day around the state. And if you like your weather, sunny. Good morning. I'm meteorologist Ron Peterson filling in for Dave Selesky. And your forecast for this Monday morning, sunny skies by the afternoon with a high of 76 degrees. Average high this time of the year is 71. We'll be back towards seasonal temperatures by tomorrow, Wednesday, and into Thursday. By the weekend, they'll look for increasing clouds and a likelihood of some showers.
All right, Katie, they're starting to nail the wall in. They're putting a brace in right now where they're going to brace this up and then finish nailing. It really is impressive. I mean, we've been out here all morning, and to see what they're doing is just amazing. And I know you've been involved with Habitat for a long time as well, so I know you know the drill.
Yeah, the drill, so to speak. All right, Al, thanks so much. We'll check in with you later. Meanwhile, coming up next here on Today, one Louisiana woman battered by the storm will be getting some huge surprises, including a reunion with the family she hasn't seen since before Katrina blew through town. That's right after this.
Dell has great deals on PCs waiting for you now. Get this Dimension desktop with an Intel Pentium 4 processor for the amazing price of $499. And enhance your PC with the McAfee Security Center for just $79. With the power of an Intel processor and the security of McAfee, it's all you need to keep your PC running smoothly. Notebooks start as low as $549. Get more out of now. Dell PCs use Intel Pentium 4 processors.
My view on prescriptions has always been, honey, if you need it, take it. But lately, I wonder, do we always need a prescription? Like for my arthritis pain, is a prescription so much better than anything else? So I talked to my doctor. It turns out that I could take something that works just as well as prescription ibuprofen, but with fewer risks.
Tylenol arthritis pain is different. It works as well as prescription ibuprofen, and used as directed, no other pain reliever is safer.
Introducing Olay Quench, a revolutionary body lotion that breaks the cycle of dry skin, leaving your body moisturized, quenched, and beautiful.
Riding along in my automobile.
Need help with dinner?
Got no time to make a meal.
With Applebee's Carside to Go, you call it in, we bring it out.
It's Applebee's Carside to Go.
It's not fast food, it's Applebee's Food Fast.
You take care of him. Reward yourself with something decidedly different from Coffee Mate. Latte Creations turns coffee into a delicious latte.
You're welcome. Love you too.
Nestle Coffee Mate Latte Creations, coffee's most rewarding perfect mate.
Finding the right real estate agent shouldn't be so hard.
Next!
At RE/MAX.com, you can find the agent who's just right for you. Nobody sells more real estate than RE/MAX.
Surfing on a cruise ship? Only on Royal Caribbean's newest, most innovative ship ever, Freedom of the Seas. Check it out at RoyalCaribbean.com and get out there.
It's the heart of America.
And welcome back to Humanity Plaza, everyone, where we're making a difference today. We wanted you to meet a family who lost everything in the storms along the Gulf Coast. Jacqueline Collins is a hardworking mother of three who worked her way out of the projects and into a rental home in Covington, Louisiana. Jacqueline was close to realizing her dreams of moving into a home through Habitat for Humanity, and then unfortunately, Katrina blew in and ripped her dreams apart.
This used to be my bedroom right here. The storm blew out the front window. This is my son's basketball goal. The storm blew it all the way over here.
Jacqueline Collins has spent the last 2 weeks living in what's left of her house with no water, no gas.
This is my bedroom.
Used to be. This is the only picture I had of both my sons together. My daughter made 18 Wednesday, and I wasn't able to be there for her 18th birthday. And I can never get that back.
As Jacqueline pieced together the wreckage of their lives, she sent her son to live with relatives. They haven't seen each other in weeks.
They don't understand that. He just want to come back home. My son, he wants his room.
I just want you to be happy.
Well, you be happy. We're gonna be all right, though.
Thank you.
And after Mom, what he missed most of all, home.
It's hard on my children because children, so much they gotta understand. They figure that parents are supposed to fix everything.
This is my room. This was part of the tree fell at with a hole. Horrible. See all this stuff messed up?
I'm wearing down. I know how much I got left.
Bad luck seems to follow Jacqueline. 6 years ago, doctors diagnosed her with a rare immune disease. They had given her just months to live.
It's not about me. I am a survivor.
Jacqueline says she is not sure just how much time she has, but she wants a home to be her legacy.
And I'm gonna keep surviving. I'm gonna fight for my children, wherever it takes. I just want to make a dream come true for my kids and for me.
And Jacqueline Collins, or Jackie Collins, is here along with her fiance Lance Morgan and her 10-year-old son Miami. Hi everybody, good morning. Good morning. So nice to have you here. And Miami, I know you got separated from your mom during the storm, is that right? For 2 weeks you were without her? That must have been pretty scary, wasn't it?
Not really. I was missing my mom a lot.
I bet you were.
I had fun by my uncle too.
You had what?
I had fun by my uncle too.
You had fun with your uncle, but you must have been quite worried, Jackie, right? I mean,
I was worried too.
You were worried about your mom? Was it great when you guys got to see each other finally again?
Yes, ma'am.
I know, Miami, you think your mom is a very, very special person. Why is that?
Well, she's my heart, and she's my mom.
Aww.
And I really do love her.
And Lance, what's it been like for you all these last several weeks?
It's really been hard. We've been sleeping from house to house, and we don't have any electricity, water, gas, none of that. And it's been tough. I've been going to work just about every day and trying to keep her comfortable enough to where she feels better than what she do. And it's just hard. Half of my family, I can't get in touch with them.
That's so
I don't know where they at.
devastating.
Yeah, it's really worried me. I'll be depressed half the time, but I try to fight through that.
Jackie, I mean, it must be very hard for you to keep your spirits up, feeling like all is lost.
It's just that I've always worked so hard my whole life, trying to get to everybody, trying to put everybody first. And it's hard as a parent when you got to explain to your children, you know, when I separated from Miami because I wanted, you know, what's best in his interest, and he was upset because he thought he was getting in the way, but I was trying to explain to him he wasn't getting in the way. That I
just
didn't want
him to be
safe.
safe.
We was using the bathroom outside and staying, you know, sleeping one place or another, and I didn't want him to go through that.
So he stayed at his uncle's. Where was that?
In Baton Rouge.
In Baton Rouge. Well, you know, we didn't want to bring you all the way here to New York City without seeing everybody in your family. And I know that you've been separated from your other two children, right? Who are in Washington, D.C. And that is your 13-year-old Assad and your 18-year-old daughter, Crayon. And also your sister, Deborah. Well, guess what? Hey, where are they? They came to see you because they wanted to say hello.
Where's my sister?
Here, come on up. Got it?
I love you,
Gosh, I hate to interrupt you guys, but I wanted to say, hi, Deborah, how are you? This is only a photo of that you wanted to give to Jackie.
Yes.
This is your mom and dad?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, and this was destroyed during the hurricane, which I know this must mean so much to you. Well, listen, you all can enjoy spending a little bit more time together, but coming up we have a special surprise, another surprise. It's just a morning of surprises, isn't it, Miami? So we'll tell you about that right after these messages.
Can you control your destiny? Can you do it with a spoon? Each morning we choose. We say, I'm hungry, or, cookie dough. This is a turning point. So you pour honey-toasted Kashi Go Lean Crunch with twice the protein and fiber to help you feel healthy, not hungry, all morning long. You like this Go Lean Crunch feeling. Could every day be a good day? Kashi Go Lean Crunch. See how far it takes you.
You're on your own 2 feet now and want to do everything yourself. So we made Pampers Easy Ups 35% stretchier than before, so they're easy for you to pull on. All by yourself. Easy for you. Easy Ups.
Tomorrow, Robin Williams is back.
Get out of my room!
I'm not in your room.
I am now. No, I'm not. I am not. Oh, dear.
Robots on DVD tomorrow.
Who wants to get fixed?
Well, it wasn't until Hurricane Charlie was over the real danger began.
I'm State Farm Agent Dan Mann, and this is a true story.
I'm a diabetic, and so when the power goes out, that's real bad.
His insulin had to stay cold.
He brought me ice.
Plus a check for emergency living expenses.
Before my neighbor even heard from his insurance company. And with all the thousands of people that needed help down here, I felt like there only one.
When you need someone most, nobody takes care of you like State Farm.
We'd love to prove it to you. Call an agent today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Someone is saying yes instead of no to redeeming credit card miles. Find out who.
I'm on it.
No blacked out.
Brenda, you know we all say no. But I hear sometimes you say yes.
Go from no to no hassle with Capital One No Hassle Rewards. There are no blackout dates on any airline, anytime.
Should have worked at Capital One.
What's in your wallet?
1, 2,
3. Reach for dairy and reach your goal of a trimmer waist. Clinical studies indicate 3 servings of cheese, milk, or yogurt each day can give better results in trimming waistlines than cutting calories alone. Because dairy's natural mix of nutrients helps the body lose more inches around the waist.
1, 2, 3.
It's in your reach. See other women's success and learn more at 3aday.org.
A very special surprise for Jacqueline Collins and her kin. But first, your local news.
I'm ready to fight my cancer.
I'm ready to begin chemotherapy.
I really am ready because I'm going to take Neulasta right from the start to help protect me from infection.
Chemotherapy can reduce your white blood cell count and increase your risk of infection, which could put your treatment on hold. But Neulasta is a white blood cell booster that can help restore your white blood cell count to reduce your risk of infection. And with a sufficient white blood cell count, your doctor may have a better chance of giving you your chemo on schedule, which doctors agree is the first step to success. Neulasta is for most cancer patients receiving strong chemotherapy. In rare cases, splenic rupture or serious allergic reactions have been reported. Report abdominal or shoulder pain or any allergic reaction to your doctor immediately. The most common side effect of this injection is mild to moderate bone pain.
I'm ready to start.
I'm ready to fight.
I'm ready. Thanks to Neulasta.
Ask your doctor about Neulasta and how you can be ready for chemotherapy.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Century 21 agents won't leave you to fend for yourself to sell your home. They're committed to finding as many qualified buyers as possible. To find out more, visit century21.com.
Beanie, beanie.
It's Quaker oatmeal time, so we made up this rhyme.
We're wannabe closet rappers.
Quaker oatmeal. That's all he ate every morning. And the nutritious choice shouldn't be that surprising. Reach into the cabinet and pull out a box.
Hey, Maple Brown Sugar, that really rocks.
He loves it. He loves the taste.
I'm really happy when he asks for his Quaker oatmeal. And he'll just eat it all up.
It's good.
Hey! Not eggs, not ham, not sausage, not toast. Don't want to brag and don't need to boast.
But Quaker oatmeal is what we love the most. Beanie, beanie. Hi, this is Bill. I'm in Vegas, where I'm going to be doing things that I can't leave on this message. Hi, this is Bill. I'm in Vegas. There's going to be ladies. I can't say that. Hi, this is Bill. I'm in Vegas, and I am not going to sleep ever. What if my mom calls? Hi, this is Bill. I'm in Vegas, and there's a chance I'm never coming back.
Hi, this is Bill. Leave a message.
That's good.
Providence Health System Wellness Watch on providing cancer care for the Northwest.
Providence Cancer Center is expanding because the incidence of cancer will continue to rise because of the aging of the population and because of the population growth in Portland.
Providence is beginning construction of a new state-of-the-art cancer center that will more than double their research space and combine services in one location.
Cancer is a disease that we continue to want to try to find cures for. And research is the only way that we're going to be able to do that. We will be consolidating all of our cancer services into one location. So patients needing care for cancer will be able to see their physician, get tests, have access to resources all in one location to make it easier for them. It's really exciting for me to see the investment that Providence is making to make lives so much better for cancer patients and their families.
For information on the new Providence Cancer Center facility on the campus of Providence Portland Medical Center, visit providence.org/cancer.
News Channel 8 can also be seen on these local translators. This is a News Channel 8 update.
Good Monday morning, everyone. I'm Brenda Braxton. It's 7:57, 53 degrees here in downtown Portland this morning. Here's what's making news. The fight for same-sex marriage in Oregon returns to the courtroom today. A Marion County judge will consider the legality of Measure 36. Voters approved it in November, banning gay marriage, but opponents say the measure violates Oregon's Constitution by putting too many changes on just one ballot measure. 1,000 striking Boeing workers in Gresham may soon head back to work. We found these workers on the picket line overnight, despite word of a tentative agreement between Boeing and the union. Now, the union will vote on that plan this coming Thursday. Boeing will pay more toward workers' pensions and will continue offering medical benefits for retirees. Let's see how Monday traffic is moving so far. Here's Michael Convery.
All right, thanks, Brenda. We have slow traffic down in Tualatin on I-5 northbound here, coming up past 205 and Nyberg Road, and then again farther up the line. Pretty typical stop-and-go conditions from the Capitol Highway overpass all the way down into the Terwilliger Curves. A lot of slowing both directions on the Sunset. Inbound, a lot of heavy traffic out in the Hillsborough area, and then again up towards Sylvan. Westbound's pretty crowded getting out past Highway 217 to Cedar Hills. Now, with the forecast, here is Ron Peterson.
Michael, thank you very much. Looking out over the city, look at that clear skies. Beautiful weather, cool mornings, sunny, warm afternoons. September's just the best month here in town. Cool, just out everywhere, outlying areas, low 40s, but low 50s at the airport. Maybe it's all that engine exhaust from all the jets. 76 the forecast high for today, about 5 degrees above average. We'll be back to seasonal temperatures for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but it looks like rain returns for the weekend, so anticipate a wet Friday night football game. Now, that's the weather. Let's go back now to the Today Show.
This is the spot. Happened right here. It was devastating. I wanted a boat my whole life. It was a 16-foot deep V aluminum, burned and sank. This is my dream boat. It's about all that was left. The first person I called was Mike, my insurance agent. Then I called my wife.
I knew immediately how much that boat meant to Mark.
The boat burned in June, and by mid-July, I had a new boat.
You get to know every customer.
Made me feel a heck of a lot better.
Country Insurance and Financial Services.
Hi, my name is Sherry Harrington. I've had my hair the same for about 20-some years. I'm real excited about this. I think it'll be a good, healthy change. Every one of my friends and all of my family are anticipating this change.
And this was the scene just moments ago when Jacqueline Collins was reunited with her sister and her 2 other children she hadn't seen in a long time. Hadn't seen since before Hurricane Katrina hit and destroyed her home in Covington, Louisiana. It's been a difficult few weeks for Jacqueline Collins and her family, but we're trying to improve the situation dramatically on this Monday morning, September 26th. It's 8 o'clock, and we're back with a very special edition of Today. And you're looking at a shot of Humanity Plaza where people are very hard at work. You can probably hear everyone hammering, and this is the spot where we're building homes along with Habitat for Humanity and Warner Music Group to help those whose lives have been devastated by not only 1 hurricane, but 2. Meanwhile, I'm Katie Couric here in New York, and my partner, Matt Lauer, is down in New Orleans. Matt, good morning again.
Katie, good morning to you. I think we should call this a split edition from Humanity Plaza and Humidity Plaza. It's another sticky morning here in New Orleans. As you know, Hurricane Rita came ashore about 250 miles to the west of here along the Texas-Louisiana border. So this time, at least, New Orleans was spared a major hit. But take a look at what Hurricane Rita did further west in Cameron, Louisiana. This is what that beach town looked like last Thursday before the storm. And this is what Rita did to Cameron. Not a home left standing. And while the destruction is not that severe in other communities, there is severe devastation here. Here in New Orleans, the Army Corps of Engineers estimates that the waters from Rita and the breached levees in Rita can be pumped out about a week from now. So Mayor Ray Nagin is back on track to get some people coming back into this city and get the town up and running again. In a moment, we'll get a view from above, and a little later on, we'll talk to the man who owns a landmark right to my left here, Café du Monde, about the future of this beloved area and his beloved city, Katie.
All right, Matt. Meanwhile, as you know, I can't wait to get you up here and see you hard at work. I bet you're probably good at construction, aren't you?
You know what? I've been known to hammer a few nails. I've also been known to hit my fingers a few times, but I'm looking forward to getting up there.
Well, you're going to have to give me some lessons. We've got lots of folks working very hard, Matt, as you can hear and see out here on the plaza on this Monday morning. Apparently, we have Donald's right-hand man from The Apprentice. And that, of course, is George Ross. He better not fire any of these hardworking folks. Also, The Bachelor's Bob Guiney is here. We understand he's somewhere in the crowd hammering away. We'll try to locate him later. But first, we wanted to check back in with Jacqueline Collins, who's just been reunited with 2 of her children and her sister as well. And I'm here with Jackie's children, Miami, Crayon, and Assad, and along with her sister, Deborah, and her fiance, Lance. Hi, everybody. How you doing? This must be a little bit overwhelming, is it? It is. I know, Miami, the one wish you have for your mom, whose rental home was destroyed by Katrina, is to have her have some kind of house, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Why is that so important to you, Miami?
Because my mama has always been a sweet person, helping others and stuff. She has been a great mom to me.
You would like to have something nice happen to her for a change, right? Here, let me hold this for you, Jacqueline. I'm going to put this right here, this photo of your parents that was destroyed in the storm. Meanwhile, you were very close to having your own house. I understand you're 6 months away from having a house through Habitat for Humanity, and they require you to do something called sweat equity, which is actually working on that home or other people's homes, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you had worked very hard, and we're looking forward to the moment where you could, in fact, have your very own house.
Yeah, we was excited, and, then the storm came, and it damaged a lot of people who already had Habitat homes. So I was like, Lord, this is another delay because the house, we was already living there. We was ready to get out. But I know everything happened for a reason, so.
Well, we found out about your story through the Habitat folks. And in addition to my powder and lipstick that I keep in my tool belt, I've got something else, Jacqueline, for you. This is a key because this house is going to go back to Covington, Louisiana right away. And you and your family can finally have a house. So let me give you this key. Congratulations. You guys are going to have a house. It's going to be erected in Hope Village in Covington, Louisiana. So you all can start all over again. You're welcome. Well, you should say thank you to all these people out here. Oh, it's group hug. Who are working so hard to give you guys a proper home. And that's not all. I feel a little bit like let's make a deal. We've got some other nice things for you because you all have been through so much. I know you're going to be starting at school, right, Miami? Are you going to a new school or the same school?
Same school.
The same school, but I'm sure you've missed some school, haven't you, as a result of this, or because you've been in Baton Rouge, right?
No, the school wasn't open when I was in Baton Rouge.
So the school is going to reopen in Covington, is that right? So we got you a backpack. There you go. And Jacqueline, we got you a purse. And I understand you guys like to cook. In fact, Lance is so nice. He's been cooking at homeless shelters, helping out. So we got you some kitchen equipment. And by the way, I hear your favorite thing was destroyed in the hurricane. Your PlayStation? Is that right?
That's not my favorite.
Oh, it's not your favorite thing? What is your favorite thing?
I like that, but my favorite thing is my mom.
Aw, that's so sweet. All right, well, we got your second favorite thing. We got you a PlayStation 2. And also, I bet you're a good student. Do you like school? We got you 100 books for your new house, courtesy of the folks from Scholastic. Here, I don't think we can, this is like Christmas, including Harry Potter books and your favorite, Captain Underpants. I know you're a big fan of Captain Underpants, is that true? I like him too. All right, and now we've got some other things too. We've got football paraphernalia, because Miami, we hear you love football. Is that true? Are you a big football fan?
Yes.
Who's your favorite team?
I don't have a favorite team.
Well, how about the New Orleans Saints? Okay, so we got you tickets to the Saints-Dolphin games in Baton Rouge on October 30th. 4 tickets, so hopefully you can take Lance and your mom to the game. And finally, you all have been through such a tough time. You guys are going to go out to dinner here in New York, all of you. And we're going to have some music at Jazz Standard and dinner at a club here in New York. So we hope you, oh, thank you, Jazz. Thank you very much. And it's your birthday, Crayon. Wasn't it your birthday, your 18th birthday? And you all missed celebrating it. So it'll be a birthday dinner and celebration for all of you. Anyway, listen, we'll follow you and can't wait to see your home and see you in it, most importantly. And we wish you all the luck in the world. You're welcome. Anyway, all right, well, you guys need a place to put those things. So now let's go back to Matt in New Orleans. Matt?
All right, Katie, thanks. And our best wishes from New Orleans to Jacqueline and her family as well. Let's head about 230 miles to the west of here to Port Arthur, Texas, where residents are trying to pick up the pieces today after Hurricane Rita. Weekend Today's Lester Holt is there with the latest. Lester, good morning to you.
Matt, good morning. People want to pick up the pieces, but they have to get to their homes first. The story in Port Arthur and many of these areas hit by Rita is, yes, there are homes like this utterly destroyed, but there are others still standing. Folks, however, can't get in officially, at least to see. Checkpoints have been set up leading into Port Arthur. Police are only letting in rescue and recovery workers and refinery workers, since that's part of the economic lifeblood of this area. But they're not allowing people to come just check on their homes, and that's causing a fair amount of frustration for people. Officials say it's simply because the area is too dangerous. There are a lot of down power lines, a lot of wreckage still in roadways, and they need to get utility crews in here to get power going again. And therefore, they're not allowing people to come back in to assess what they have and to recover what they can. The other issue here is flooding. A good part of the city was underwater in the first 24 hours after Rita came ashore. Most of it has receded, but there are still some major viaducts, major roads leading to neighborhoods that are still underwater. And again, another reason they're keeping people out. Once they do get here, however, they will find that the power is expected to be out for several weeks here. They're bringing in thousands of utility crews today to begin the process of rebuilding transmission lines and power lines. But that is going to be the most difficult thing. There is water being pumped in the city. There's water coming out of some faucets. It's not potable, however. All these basic essential services have to be restored before anybody can call this place home again. Matt?
All right, Lester, thanks very much. From Port Arthur, let's now go 300 miles to the east of Port Arthur to Biloxi, Mississippi. That, of course, was slammed by Katrina nearly a month ago. Weekend Today's Campbell Brown is there with an update on how things are going. Hi, Campbell. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Matt. We first came to this neighborhood a little less than a month ago, and I was shocked when I first saw it. Block after block of these houses just completely leveled. And you can see today, not that much has changed. The streets have been cleared out so that traffic can get through, but the neighborhood still basically looks like a lumber yard. The Biloxi residents who lived here have either left Biloxi altogether or they're in temporary housing, and they're facing a lot of uncertainty right now. We've seen insurance adjusters in and around these neighborhoods doing their assessment, but it could be months before people see a dime of this money. And so they're really having to decide right now whether they stay here, wait it out, and try to rebuild or move on. I will tell you, Matt, that we have heard a lot of praise here for the relief agencies and for FEMA officials for helping people meet their immediate needs, food, water, and temporary shelter. But it is right now really the long term that they're most worried about. Matt?
All right, Campbell, thanks very much. Campbell Brown in Biloxi, Mississippi this morning. And we're going to be back with much more on a Monday morning from all along the Gulf Coast and from Humanity Plaza up in New York. But first, these messages.
Measles is a game you play and then you sing a song. Mumps are something that camels have. Some have 2 months and some have 1. Chickenpox is a park where chickens have fun.
Most kids today don't have a clue about diseases adults remember, thanks to Merck scientists. We've invested billions to research heart disease and asthma. Now we're trying to make Alzheimer's, diabetes, and cancer history too. Merck, where patients come first.
You take care of him. Reward yourself with something decidedly different from Coffee Mate. Latte Creations turns coffee into a delicious latte. You're welcome. Love you too. Nestle Coffee Mate Latte Creations, coffee's most rewarding perfect mate.
What did you do?
I had to fire the guy. You know what just hit me? We should go to Outback for their new Cairn citrus chicken. Marinated, seasoned, char-grilled in a citrus glaze.
Mind if I join you?
Try something bold. Outback Steakhouse. No rules, just right.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try.
Love your everyday purchases. With Love the Double from Chase. Love them because now they give you double. Double rewards. Double cash back. Double travel points. Double the stuff you love. Love the Double. Only from Chase.
Who says powder has to look chalky or cakey?
True Match Super Blendable Powder from L'Oreal.
It matches skin's tone and its texture.
It's the first powder with 24 shades in warm, neutral, and cool tones. True Match Powder from L'Oreal Paris.
Finally, a powder you'll love to wear. I thought you liked vegetables.
Oh, I love vegetables. But see that? That's all it takes for me to get gas.
You see that? That's all it takes for me not to get gas.
Broccoli, you've met your match.
Take Beano before, there'll be no gas.
This yard is a mess. What would Ty do?
I do a little fall cleaning.
Wow, where'd all the leaves go?
To the neighbor's yard. Hedge, trimmer.
Hey, windows. The garage.
You're kidding. Now that's a garage.
Awesome.
Awkward.
Honey, what are you doing?
Come on, we're going to Sears.
Imagine all the cool things you can do for fall at Sears.
whitening expressions now in lemon ice. An icy burst of lemon that wakes your senses.
Same time tomorrow, buddy.
Crust whitening expressions new lemon ice for healthy, beautiful smiles for life.
You are so wonderful. Being near you is all that I'm living for. You've shown me more kindness in little ways than I've ever known in all my days. You're a wonderful one.
Talbots, what kind of classic are you?
'Cause you're a wonderful one.
And we're back here on Humanity Plaza. As you can see, everybody is working away. You guys can go ahead and you can do your thing. You're doing a good job. Are you having fun? Yes. All right, good. Anyway, we're going to be talking to some of these folks a little bit later, but first we want to head inside where Ann has a check of the latest news headlines. And Ann, we need you out here when you're done.
I'm out there. I'm ready to do it. Ready to roll up my sleeves. Katie, thanks so much. Good morning once again, everybody. Rita reportedly spun off an estimated 22 tornadoes on Sunday. One of them hurt at least 2 people in Alabama. The funnel clouds were caught on videotape in Tuscaloosa County, Alabama, where tornadoes knocked down trees and damaged homes. Tornadoes also damaged buildings at Mississippi State University. President Bush meets with energy officials today to discuss the impact of Rita and Katrina on the nation's fuel supply. Preliminary reports show that most Gulf Coast refineries sustained minimal damage. The energy analysts are reporting that gas prices dropped 20 cents nationwide in the last 2 weeks before Rita hit because of decreasing demand. At least 10 people, including 7 police officers, were killed in a suicide bombing in Iraq this morning. At least 30 others were hurt when a car bomb exploded at a busy checkpoint guarding several government offices in Baghdad. Today, French police arrested 9 people suspected of links to an Algerian militant group with pledged ties to al-Qaeda. Officials say that they may have been planning an attack in France. In Madrid, a suspected al-Qaeda leader has been convicted of conspiracy to commit murder in connection with the 9/11 attacks. 2 others have been acquitted of charges that they helped plot the attacks. And a new debate over the teaching of evolution in public schools begins in federal court today. Parents are suing one Pennsylvania school district over a requirement that 9th grade students be taught intelligence design as an alternative theory to evolution in their biology class. Intelligent design suggests a higher being created life on Earth, while critics say it mimics the Bible and does not belong in a science curriculum. Those are some of the top stories at 8:17. Let's go back outside to Katie
Okay, come on, Ann. We're ready to go. Come on.
Yes.
Got my safety glasses
You're ready.
on.
They just put this wall up. George was up there.
Hi, George.
How
How are
doing?
you?
Good.
Nice to see you. Having fun?
I'm having fun. This is great thing
You
to
work in
do.
the boardroom, but now you're putting up a room.
That's right. That's a better way.
So turn around so people can see what's on the back of your shirt. Very funny, very funny,
very
George.
nice. We like it.
Meanwhile, is it going to rain on our construction site?
I think within the next hour or so, we're going to be looking at a little rain.
So,
but,
well, oh, that's not good.
we'll just keep building until it starts, and then they'll knock it down, then we'll start up again.
Okay.
Okay, so let's check and see what's going on as far as your weather's concerned. Pick City for today, Seattle, Washington, sunny and mild, a high of 69. Rest of the country, we've got that cold front bringing some severe storms into the northeast, mid-Atlantic states, the southeast as well. Sunshine, the Pacific Northwest, rain in the southwest, Southern California, humid and hot in parts of Texas, on into the southwest. And right over there, Bob Guinea from The Bachelor. How you doing, Bob? Big wave. Okay, nice to see you. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods.
Well, take a look out at the bay there at Newport from the Embarcadero Resort. A few morning clouds, but it'll be sunny into the afternoon. Good morning. I'm Ron Peterson filling in for Dave Selesky, and your Portland forecast calls for sunny skies today with a high temperature a lot like yesterday in the mid-70s. Let's say 76 degrees today. Average high for this time of the season is 71. We'll be back towards seasonal temperatures by Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, with a likelihood of showers by later on toward the weekend.
Got your latest weather, Katie.
All right, Al, thanks so much. Incidentally, if you'd like to join in and help us with this really extraordinary project, you can log on to our website at today.msnbc.com and find out the various ways you can pitch in and make a difference today. Meanwhile, still to come this Monday morning, Josh Groban and Tracy Chapman help us kick off our effort. But first, these messages.
If you knew that love can't break your heart when you're down so.
Brick house. Body style, and that's a fact. Ain't holding nothing back. Ow.
Introducing high protein from Slim Fast. Rich, creamy shakes. Delicious granola bars, packed with protein. So with exercise, you can burn the fat you don't want and help build the lean muscle you do. New Slim Fast High Protein. Goodbye flab, hello abs.
House. She could make any guy jump through hoops.
Did you get my Flonase refilled?
But I deny you Flonase.
You know how to treat a lady.
Can't give you diamonds.
I accept refills.
Don't forget to refill your Flonase.
It may be as simple as a broken bone, or as complex as a heart that stops beating. But every day, our doctors are there, helping us heal.
These everyday heroes make the world better. They show us how strong we are when we're in it together.
What if ordinary water were extraordinary? It would be Propel Fitness Water. Vitamin charged, lightly flavored, to make hydration a little more refreshing. Propel from Gatorade, made for bodies in motion.
What could you do in 18 hours?
I could learn 40 words of French and hop a flight to Paris. I could shake things up a bit.
Beautiful lace all-day support from Playtex 18-hour. Find the beauty in every hour.
In 18 hours, I could do anything. Why settle for great lashes when you can be fabulash?
Preferred overall to the leading mascara product. Revlon's Lash Perfecting Brush builds 100% fuller lashes.
Be better than great. Be fabulash.
From Revlon.
What if the air were clean again? Would the grass be greener? Would you travel further? Would you live longer? Would the day never end? Would you see forever? If the air were clean again. What if all cars released 80% fewer smog-forming emissions? Hybrid Synergy Drive from Toyota. The power to move forward.
Welcome back to New Orleans. It's been 5 weeks now since Hurricane Katrina hit this area, and here in the French Quarter, although a couple of bars have reopened, in some ways this is a city in a time warp. Bert Benrud is the owner of a landmark around here, Café Du Monde, known for its coffee and beignets. Bert, good to see you. Good morning.
Welcome to town.
Take a walk down the street with me, for you will, because it really is kind of a time warp. They've swept off some of the sidewalks, they've cleaned up some of the stores, but a lot of people are worried that this city is never going to be the same. How do you answer that?
It'll come back. They're just the force of history. You know, we've been here, over 300 years, 400 years. Before that, the Indians were here. It'll be back.
And look at this. I mean, talk about your time warp here. There's a dispenser for the Wall Street Journal in the paper here, Friday, August 26th. That's the Friday before the hurricane. That's the last paper they could deliver here. Some people say, Bert, that this city should never be the same. That while it was a great mix, a melting pot of culture and flavor, there were a lot of problems in here, and this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to fix it. How do you feel about that?
I think that's a very positive thing to say, and I think it will happen. I think that there will be a lot of smart people involved, and we'll fix the ails of the city. You know, the educational system, and the finances of the city. You know, I really think that's going to happen.
The French Quarter is going to open in the next few days, probably, but the neighborhoods that surround this place in Jefferson Parish and St. Bernard Parish and the 9th Ward, they're not going to open for a long time. And in their present form, they may never be the same. How's that going to affect this city?
That's real hard to tell. I mean, I drove into town today, and the devastation from the flood is just incredible. I mean, I don't know where FEMA's going to find all the housing that we're going to need here. I really don't.
So you want to warn people that this isn't about the French Quarter, that those communities make up New Orleans as well.
Well, that's where everybody comes from. You know, that's where everybody lives. You know, everybody doesn't live just here in the French Quarter.
I'm looking in the store here, and I mean, they've got this place pretty good shape here. A lot of these are mom and pop operations, the stores and the restaurants. Some of these people have taken a huge financial hit and may not be able to recover from it. So what's going to happen if they're gone and the chains like Banana Republic and The Gap move in here? How's it going to affect the character of this city?
Well, I don't think you're going to find, you know, The Gap and Banana Republic here in the French Quarter. You'll find them on Canal Street, which is something that I'd love to see.
So what's going to fill the void if some of these businesses can't reestablish themselves?
Well, I know a lot of these business owners. They're coming back. You know, it's just a little speed bump. You know, Arbeit, it's a tough speed bump. You know, it's high, but they'll be back. You know, as I said, I know these guys.
I know you're hoping to open Cafe Du Monde real soon, and we appreciate you being with us, Bert. Thanks so much.
Well, thank you, thank you.
And we're back with right after these messages and a look at your local news.
I have a plan for college.
He's got a plan for college.
We have a plan for college.
All across Oregon, families are investing in their future with the Oregon College Savings Plan.
Tuesday, I was mobbed by paparazzi. Yesterday, I blew my entire savings on stilettos. And today, I'm hiring a pool boy. And I don't even have a pool. When it's just me, a warm, toasty McGriddle sandwich, and a great cup of McDonald's coffee, my imagination runs wild. Tomorrow? Or wouldn't you like to know?
All across Oregon, families are investing in their future with the Oregon College Savings Plan. Saving for college may not be easy, but it helps if you plan ahead. For more information, visit OregonCollegeSavings.com.
Timberline Dealerships, your best buy on a new Dodge, Chrysler, or Jeep.
This is a News Channel 8 update.
Good morning, everyone. It's 8:27, currently 55 degrees here in downtown Portland. I'm Brenda Braxton along with Debbie Duran. Here's what's making news this morning. Gang activity may have led to a late-night stabbing in Southeast Portland. Police say during a fight at the corner of Southeast 148th and Division about 10 p.m., someone stabbed two people. A worker at a nearby 7-Eleven says two men came into the store begging for help. Police do expect both men to be okay. Officers questioned 6 people. A 2-alarm blaze kept fire crews busy overnight in Southeast Portland. The flames broke out about 3 o'clock this morning, and they quickly spread through the vacant apartment complex near 126th and Division. Investigators are now trying to figure out how it began. Now here's Michael Convery with a final look at the Monday Morning Drive.
All right, thanks, Brenda. Over on the Sunset Highway, still some heavy traffic starting inbound, actually back near Cornell and Murray. Here's the drive as you head up towards Sylvan. Plenty of stop and go, and also down towards the Vista Ridge Tunnel as well. Over on I-205, northbound, has come up out of Clackamas. Looking better past Johnson Creek Boulevard as you move up towards Foster Road. Now, with the forecast, here is Ron Peterson.
Michael Convery, thank you very much. As we look over clear skies in the city, it's 50 degrees. We're heading for a high of 76 today, a lot like yesterday, and 5 degrees above the average for this time of the year. We'll see seasonal temperatures for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Morning clouds, afternoon sunshine, with some showers by the weekend. Debbie, Brenda?
Thank you, Ron. We'll be back in just about 25 minutes with another local news update. In the meantime, have a good morning. News Channel 8 serves the needs of children in our community in several ways. One way is by providing educational and informational programming. These programs air on the weekends and are identified with the letters EI. Thanks for watching News Channel 8.
I wanna walk up the side of the mountain. I wanna walk down the other side of the mountain. I wanna swim in the river and lie in the sun. I wanna try to be nice to everyone. I wanna walk up the side of the mountain.
The all-new 50-mile-per-gallon Civic Hybrid from Honda. It'll reverse your thinking.
School's in session, so teach your child a lesson in school bus safety. Portland Fire and Rescue has prevention tips to keep you safe and sound.
Remind your child to stay seated while on the bus and keep their backpack out of the aisleway. When around a bus, kids should always allow a 10-foot safety zone.
When crossing, remind kids to look to the left, to the right, and back to the left again.
It's not just about saving lives.
It's about saving your child's life.
Safe and sound advice from Portland Fire and Rescue and Northwest News Channel 8.
Tonight, Jay's All New with Jessica Alba, Julian McMahon, Buddy Guy, and headlines. Also this week, Cameron Diaz, Matthew McConaughey, and Angie Harmon. Then on Conan, Lindsay Lohan. Tonight,
And we're back at 8:30 on a Monday morning. It's September 26, 2005, a special split edition of Today on this Monday. You're looking live at Humanity Plaza, right in the heart of Midtown Manhattan. We're working with Habitat for Humanity and Warner Music to build new homes for the people who lost just about everything in the wake of Hurricane Katrina and now Hurricane Rita. Katie's up in New York. I'm Matt Lauer down in the very hard-hit city of New Orleans. And I know there are a lot of families like Jacqueline Collins and her family down in this area, people who could use a home in traveling from Texas to Louisiana and, of course, Mississippi and Alabama. The need is huge. And, Katie, here's a statistic that is hard to imagine when it comes to the city of New Orleans. Prior to Katrina, this was a vibrant city, as you well know. You've been here many times, of 500,000 people. In the time after Katrina, it's now estimated there are 500 people living in this city. So just the diehards are left, and all the others are displaced all around the country waiting to come back, Katie.
Yeah, and hopefully they'll be able to restore the city, as we've mentioned many times here, to its past glory, because it is such a unique place in every sense of the word. Meanwhile, Matt, you know, people usually whistle while they work, but this morning we're going to be listening while we work, or while they work, I should say, because later Josh Groban and Tracy Chapman will be singing out here on the plaza in an effort to kick off our Make a Difference Today special series here out on Humanity Plaza. And this wouldn't be possible, obviously, without Habitat for Humanity, that's done such great work for so long, as well as the Warner Music Group. And we want to mention we've got similar efforts going on as we speak in Jackson, Mississippi, as well as Los Angeles. So it's happening here in New York, but it's happening other places as well. And one of our main partners in this effort, as we mentioned, is the Warner Music Group. And Edgar Baughman Jr. is Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Warner. Nice to see you, Edgar.
Morning,
how are
Katie.
you?
It's fantastic to be here.
Well, it's so great to have you. Why don't you tell how this project really got underway and how we all joined forces?
Well, you know, music has always been so important to people in healing tragedy in this country and everywhere, frankly. And Warner Music is the only major music company left that's American-owned. And we all got together to say, how can we make a difference? And we have a number of efforts, but we thought we really want to focus on the rebuilding of the Gulf Coast and help our fellow citizens. And we thought maybe we could build some houses, and then we thought, well, maybe we could build them on the Today Show, and NBC has been wonderful, and it's come together so incredibly. It's just an amazing effort.
Well, and you want to really focus on the long term. You don't want it to be a quick donation. You really want to string this out over several months and even years.
Well, this is what often happens. If there's a tragedy, people focus immediately on rescue or something, and then the media fades and the attention fades, and people still have needs. So we want to focus this for the next several months, if not several years, to really make a difference. And we'll have more than 500 people from Warner Music here hammering and volunteering. I'll be out here this afternoon.
And singing, right?
And singing, too.
For example.
We've been so happy to have all of our artists help us out, like Tracy and Josh.
Yeah, well, thank you for that segue, Edgar. Edgar, you can do my job if things don't work out for you at Warner
Thanks for
Music.
having us here.
Thank you, Edgar. Maybe you need to get to work.
I will, for sure.
Okay, Tracy Chapman and Josh Groban are here. Nice to see you, Tracy. Hey, Josh. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
So thank you guys so much for coming here this morning to kick off this effort. How have you been, and what has your reaction been as you've watched, like so many other people, what's happened along the Gulf Coast?
Oh, just you feel for what people are going through. You really just want to reach out and help them in some way, and it's so great to be able to take part in something like this.
And I understand you want to actually work with Habitat.
Yes, actually, I've supported them for many years, and they came out today and hammered some nails and saw the wall go up, and it's really exciting.
It is very exciting to see how quickly it comes together. Meanwhile, Josh, you have a foundation that helps children, needy children all over the country.
That's true.
Will you be focusing on some of the kids who have been affected by the hurricane?
Absolutely. Through the foundation, I mean, my fans are really the reason it was. The reason that this foundation got started is because they had so much to give, and through the fans, through the foundation, we raised over $50,000 for the kids along the Gulf Coast, and it's just an incredible thing. It's at the very beginning stages, but I'm very proud of it.
Well, we're so happy you're both here this morning, and you'll be singing for us a little bit later, which we're all looking forward to. So Tracy Chapman and Josh Groban, I'll see you across the way.
See you there.
Thanks so much. And now time for a check of the weather with Al, who is, where are you, Al?
I'm all the way down at 48th Street, Katie. I'm joined by Lake Bell, the star of NBC's hit show Surface. Over 11 million people watched it last week. It's on tonight, starting at 8 o'clock. And you play an oceanographer.
I do.
And part of the thing is you're acting against sometimes green screen. You can't see.
Yes, usually it's a very strange sensation to sort of, you know, have a sort of a lame piece of tape on the camera, and they're like, okay, that's a 200-foot animal, and go, you know, and so.
In fact, you got some tips from William Shatner on how to do this.
Yeah, he just said to look a lot of wonderment and awe. He wanted that.
I understand. Are you afraid of the ocean?
Yeah, a little bit.
You are.
Yeah, what's in it? What's in it? Yeah, it's all very sort of strange to be an oceanographer and actually be scared to just jump in.
And for people who haven't seen the show, it's about these things.
It's about an unidentified new species that sort of exists and sort of has come up.
Are they bad?
And well, they're not necessarily bad or not. It's sort of once you've seen it and once you've had a close encounter, you're compelled to find out more. So very regular people doing their own thing, and then they have this close encounter and they need to.
Now, are you guys on hiatus right now?
No, we're shooting now. We're supposed to shoot later today.
Where do you shoot? North Carolina,
North Carolina.
You got to get going. You know, there's a bad line of thunderstorms. You may not make it back. You might have to spend the day in night in New York. Where you're home. You might have to go back and see your mom.
I think you're right.
Oh, man. I don't think Lake Bell is going to make back to Wilmington. Lake, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So I'll give you a get out of jail free card. Okay? Lake Bell, tonight, 8 o'clock Surface.
8 o'clock tonight.
All right, be there. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck.
From the inn at Cape Coanda, we see Haystack Rock and a few clouds out there off the beach of Pacific City, the home of the Dory Fleet. And we will see sunshine here in the Portland area. Good morning. I'm Ron Peterson filling in for Dave Selesky. And you can see with our forecast of the Portland-Vancouver area today, a high of 76 degrees, 5 degrees above average for this time of the year. We'll be closer to seasonal temperatures for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Increasing clouds, cooler temperatures gives us a likelihood of showers by later Friday afternoon and evening, maybe lingering into Saturday morning.
Latest weather. Katie?
Okay, Al, well, you know, we've got a lot of great people helping out. Some have famous names, others don't. But look, there's the New York Senator, Charles Schumer, hammering away, right on cue. And up next, Josh Groban and Tracy Chapman will perform out on the plaza to make our work a little easier. But first, this is Today on NBC.
Debbie's okay?
Check this out. It's the Mercury Montego. Montego reinvents the car with one great idea after another. Can your car do this? Sit up higher for a better view. Go ahead, cross your legs. There's plenty of room here. Lots of room here, too. All this plus 29 miles per gallon on the highway. The only car that can do all of this is this one, the Mercury Montego.
Now drive the 2005 Mercury Montego for $21,454. No hassles, no gimmicks.
Hey, John, do you...
They're hard to put down. The new quarter-pound mushroom Swiss grill burgers at Dairy Queen. Do one and DQ something different.
As the sweltering days of summer come to pass, the time comes for an event so momentous it can't be missed. The Toyota Time Clearance Event. Now get 3.9% financing for 60 months on the 2005 Camry, Solara, or Sienna. Or take $1,000 cash on the 2005 Camry or Solara, or $600 cash on Sienna. Catch this event now. When it comes to deals like these, everyone wins. That's moving you forward.
portable DVD players and flat-screen TVs to laptops and digital cameras. When it comes to living the digital lifestyle, bring it home at the Walmart price.
It's the heart of America. It's the soul of you and me. What we've been through, but we hope to be true.
And now here to sing another very appropriate song, Paul Simon's America. Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Groban.
Let us be lovers, we'll marry our fortunes together. I've got some real estate here in my bank. So we bought a pack of cigarettes and Mrs. Wagner pies, and we walked off to look for America. Kathy, I said as we boarded a Greyhound in Pittsburgh, Michigan seems like a dream to me now. And it took me 4 days to hitchhike from Saginaw, and I've come to look for America. Laughing on the bus, playing games with the faces. She said the man in the gabardine suit was a spy. I said, be careful, his bow tie is really a camera. Toss me a cigarette, I think there's one in my raincoat. We smoked the last one an hour ago. So I looked at the scenery. She read her magazine, and the moon rose over an open field. Kathy, I'm lost, I said, though I knew she was sleeping. I'm empty and I'm aching and I don't know why. Counting the cars on the New Jersey Turnpike, they've all come to look for America. All come to look for America. We've all come to look for America.
Josh Groban. Josh, thanks so much. We'll have more from Josh later, but up next, another great performance from Tracy Chapman. But first, this is Today on NBC.
Are you a smart car buyer? McCord's Vancouver Toyota is the place for you. We'll give you the information you need to make an informed decision. Looking for low prices and great financing? We've got them. And with a great selection of the Toyotas you want, we really do make car buying easy and fun. Experience why Consumer Guide has rated our vehicles a best buy. Easy to work with, easy to find. Exit 30 off I-205 or VancouverToyota.com.
Nobody knows lighting like Globe Lighting, and nobody offers better value, especially during our fabulous home lighting sale. At Globe Lighting, we search the world over for extraordinary and unique ceiling fans, like these meticulously crafted fans from the renowned Casablanca Fan Company. Elegant, versatile, and energy efficient, these timeless ceiling fans are just a few of your many choices, now 15% off during our home lighting sale. Globe Lighting, 15 Northwest locations, including our newly remodeled and expanded store in Vancouver.
1, 2, 3.
Reach for dairy and reach your goal of a trimmer waist.
Clinical studies indicate 3 servings of cheese, milk, or yogurt each day can give better results in trimming waistlines than cutting calories alone. Because dairy's natural mix of nutrients helps the body lose more inches around the waist. Start now. Get this CD with your own weight loss journal, plus tips from a nutritionist and fitness expert. Learn how at 3aday.org.
If you haven't taken advantage of our employee pricing, it's time to zero in. Because for the next 10 days, the deals will only get better. During our countdown to zero, we're talking 0 down, 0 payments for 6 months, and 0 reasons to wait. Plus a combined cash allowance of up to $3,000 on top of employee pricing plus. And we've still got a great selection of 05s, like the Town & Country, the PT Cruiser, and the Crossfire Limited. The deals are here, the clock is running. Countdown to zero ends September 30th.
Celebrating 10 years of concerts, the Toyota Concert Series on today. Choose any direction as long as it's moving forward.
And we're back making a difference today out on Humanity Plaza, and we're thrilled that 4-time Grammy winner Tracy Chapman is here to help inspire all those people working so hard to build houses for those who need them the most. So singing the latest single from her new CD, Where You Live, here's Tracy Chapman with Change.
If you knew that you would die today, you saw the face of God and love, would you change? Would you change? If you knew that love can break your heart, when you're down so low you cannot fall, would you change? Would you change? How bad, how good does it need to get? How many losses, how much regret? What chain reaction would cause an effect? Makes you turn around, makes you try to explain, makes you forgive and forget, makes you change, makes you change. If you knew that you would be alone, knowing right, being wrong, would you change? Would you change? If you knew that you would find a truth that brings out pain that can't be soothed, would you change? Would you change? How bad, how good does it need to get? How many losses, how much regret? What chain reaction would cause an effect? Makes you turn around, makes you try to explain, makes you forgive and forget, makes you change, makes you change. Are you so upright you can be bent if it comes to blows? Are you so sure you won't be crawling? If not for the good, why risk falling? Why risk falling? If everything you think you know makes your life unbearable, would you change? Would you change? If you've broken every rule and vow, and hard times come to bring you down, would you change? change? Would you change? If you saw the face of God and love, would you change? Would you change? Would you change?
Tracy Chapman. Tracy, thanks so much. Up next, one more song from Josh Groban. But first, this is Today on NBC.
Makes you change.
It's Paulsbo RV's Customer Appreciation Sale. This is better than our employee pricing.
For a limited time, every RV will be tagged with the best discounts of the year, from new and used travel trailers to diesel pushers, Fleetwoods, Winnebagos, Alphas, and much more. All tagged, priced to sell. Save up to $25,000 on a Fleetwood Southwind 32 VS for only $624 a month.
This sale is for a limited time. Visit Paulsbo RV and pay what you've been waiting to pay.
Kaiser Permanente. Thrive.
Everybody can do like I think they should. Make a move, make a rise, and it's understood. It's all right now. It's all good.
Motivation, dedication, and inspiration, and the stories behind all of it. Catch The Biggest Loser Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. 7 Central on NBC. To start losing big yourself, call 24-Hour Fitness at 1-800-204-2400. You to the power of 24.
Well, I just learned something very interesting from Josh Groban. The song he's about to sing, Smile, which is a beautiful song, Charlie Chaplin wrote the lyrics. Who knew?
The music. He wrote the music.
Who wrote the music?
Yes.
And who wrote the lyrics? Do you know? He did too?
Who is it? Parsons.
All right.
Wrote the
Well,
lyrics. That's right.
ladies and gentlemen, here's Josh Groban.
Modern times.
Smile though your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you'll just smile. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by if you smile.
sun comes shining through for you. Light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness, although a tear may be ever so near. That's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life.
She's got a great big dream and a history of playing small. And everybody seems to think she'll be back before Christmas Day. Right out in nowhere, you open your heart, believe in everything. You're going somewhere.
Timberline Dealerships, your best buy on a new Dodge, Chrysler, or Jeep.
This is a News Channel 8 update.
Good morning, everyone. It's 8:56. Our current temperature here in the Rose City this morning, 55 degrees. I'm Brenda Braxton along with Debbie Duran. Here's what's happening. The fight for same-sex marriage in Oregon returns to the courtroom today. A Marion County judge will consider the legality of Measure 36. Voters approved it in November, banning gay marriage. But opponents say the measure violates Oregon's constitution by putting too many changes on just one ballot measure. We'd like to send out a big thank you this morning to our News Channel 8 viewers who so far have contributed more than $830,000 to our Hurricane Relief Fund. You can still donate. There's time at any U.S. bank branch. You can hop online and go to kgw.com. Or you can send a check to the American Red Cross at the address there on your screen. And join us tonight at 7 o'clock for our special Katrina Aftermath, Hope and Help from the Northwest. We'll pay tribute to the rescuers and medical crews who went down to New Orleans. Plus, we'll look at the generosity of people right here at home. Again, that's tonight at 7 on News Channel 8. Ron Peterson is here now with a forecast just filled with September sunshine. Good morning, Ron.
Good morning, Brenda. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, everybody. And sunny skies over the area. As you can see, the temperature around the metro area is still in the 40s in the outlying suburb areas. But at the airport, it is 50 degrees, actually backed off a degree or so from the last hour. But we'll warm up into the mid-70s by later on. Call it 76, your forecast high today. Seasonal temperatures for this time of the year are in the low 70s. We'll be back toward average for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Looking ahead toward the weekend, a better likelihood of rain showers for Friday into Saturday. Debbie, Brenda?
Thank you, Ron. We'll be back at 9:26 with another local news update. Hope you can join us. Have a great morning.
She died 2 years ago.
Her mom passed away from cancer.
That even though life has thorns, there's still something beautiful at the end.
We're walking for you, Kathy!
When around a bus, kids should always allow a 10-foot safety zone.
When crossing, remind kids to look to the left, to the right, and back to the left again.
Safe and sound advice from Portland Fire and Rescue and Northwest News Channel 8.
Tomorrow on Today, a raging redneck woman, Gretchen Wilson, kicks up a storm. Live on the Plaza. A Toyota concert. Don't miss it. Only on...
You'll still find real peppermint oil in Tom's anti-cavity toothpaste because you'll still find Tom at Tom's of Maine. Tom's of Maine. Naturally, it works. The calcium in Tom's Tartar Control Whitening Toothpaste leaves your mouth feeling fresh. And the fact that we don't test on animals leaves your conscience feeling clean. Tom's of Maine. Naturally, it works.
Do you suffer from sore feet? Many people have found relief from sore feet, back, knee, or even hip pain by calling the Good Feet store.
I had extreme foot pain, so I went to the doctor and he diagnosed me with plantar fasciitis and told me to wear my sneakers all the time. So I couldn't wear any of my dress shoes or sandals, but then I went to the Good Feet store and got arch supports, and now I can wear any shoe I want.
Thanks to the Good Feet store, I'm bowling 3 nights a week pain-free.
Hurry into the Good Feet store today.
Rebath specializes in one-day stress-free bath remodeling. Call 1-800-BATHTUB today for your free in-home estimate. Rebath, the refreshing remodel.
And we're back with more today on this Monday morning, the 26th day of September. And as you can see, we've got some very hardworking volunteers out on the plaza, which isn't just any old plaza this morning. In fact, all week long, it has been transformed and will be transformed into Humanity Plaza. Part of our effort to make a difference today, we're teaming up. There's Joe Atwa from Local News with Habitat for Humanity and our neighbors at the Warner Music Group. We're building as many homes as we can to help those left homeless by Katrina and Rita all along the Gulf Coast, and hopefully this will be a big step in getting them back on their feet. In fact, earlier this morning, we were already able to help one family, the family of Jacqueline Collins. We not only reunited her with her sister, Deborah, and her 2 children she hadn't seen for quite some time, but we presented her family with a house that's being built right here that will be erected back in Covington, Louisiana. Isn't he sweet? I said I heard PlayStation was your favorite thing, and he said, it's not my favorite thing. My mom is my favorite thing.
I don't think you could get him away from it. It was just so sweet how he was hugging onto her for dear life.
Really, such a sweet boy. Anyway, outside on Humanity Plaza, I'm Katie Couric along with Al Roker and Alexis Blick. And as we mentioned, people are working away, and Matt will do anything to get out of doing a little, hard work. And so he's down in New Orleans to give us the latest. Just kidding. Hi, Matt.
Hey, Katie, Al, and Alexis, nice to see you. I'm not working hammering, but I'm sweating for other reasons down here. This is a city, that was once a center of so much activity, known for music, food, and conventions. It's now, I'm sorry to say, virtually a ghost town. The parts that were reflooded by the new breaks in the levees following Hurricane Rita may be pumped dry in as little as a week, which is good news, but still the recent storm was a big setback. And in a moment, we'll visit one neighborhood in this city where people have started to return but don't have an awful lot to restart their lives with. Katie will explain that.
All right, Matt, thanks so much. Sorry about that little delay. We also have people working hard, not only here in New York City, but in Los Angeles as well. And I think we have a shot at those folks because we want to give them a little credit as well. At least Joe told me he did.
Yep.
Obviously, they're working in the dark.
Jackson, Mississippi, too.
3 hours earlier, and that's right.
Is dragging you down, there are options. You may qualify for an investigational medication research study provided at no cost to you. Depression is a lonely place. Call Summit Research Network at 503-228-CARE.
For years, people have known Stanley Steamer as the country's carpet cleaning leader. But we also clean tile and grout. And just like when we clean your carpets, our technicians will respect your home, respect your time, and do a great job. When it comes to cleaning your tile and grout, there's only one name that you can trust, and that's Stanley Steamer.
Call today and receive 15% off tile and grout cleaning.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer gets carpet cleaner.
Now, everyone knows Sleep Country will beat any competitor's price by 5%, right?
5%, huh?
Haven't heard of that one.
There's a 5% guarantee on what?
5% guarantee.
Sleep Country, USA.
But
why buy a mattress
anywhere else?
Yeah, but what do you think of the low prices?
Why buy a mattress?
Just anywhere else?
Low
Ding,
prices?
Ding, ding.
Anyone? You heard it from these folks. Sleep Country has the lowest prices.
Why buy a mattress?
Why buy a mattress?
Good. Great. The jingle.
Anywhere else?
Low prices?